Abrabono, we okay. Life no, the ocean and now Osaka no.
To some level, yes. To some level, no. Oh yeah. Young guy, but typically your goal is, let me work, make money, and things like that, right? So ubenya sikani ria afeno. You are then you begin to realize that money is not everything. Semenya, honestly, semenya nka me babeko school or Ghana all the way to maybe a high school nanka university wabeyoha.
Hi there, my name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to a month of new possibilities. Do you know why life has been made so easy? It's because of TapTapSend. People, TapTapSend is here to make your life easy if you want to transfer money to Ghana, if you want to transfer from USA, if you want to transfer from UK, Europe, Canada, a lot of places all to Ghana. And guess what? When it comes to Ghana, there's no e-levy charge. So, what are you waiting for? Download TapTapSend on Google Play Store and App Store and be ready for exciting offers coming your way each time, every time on TapTapSend.
TapTapSend. Send more, spend less.
DHW 1642 Concord Plantable Intercooler Engineer Hemba 16 daily also worldwide. You yan internet didn't come over Hena or Ghana where to quite Crobe now also. Corona was no internet or phone swana. So internet I'll bet me about me show this. I mean, it's a man for experiences and then the almost idea in life. I mean, it will bet me joining a business a business link or more business for Ghana, so many more more business be Ghana, so bet me a link up. My numbers the good screens no save it +233 244 790 and I say +233 240 677 TapTapSend in country must say, UK, Europe, Canada, America, Australia, and now UAE, ubetimi manisika abrewadofo ewo Ghana. Inti die tie ni ko Play Store ni App Store na download TapTapSend. U download TapTapSend na o fill forms kitu ebe bisa o promo code channel so na type SVTV. O manisika efi UK ubenya bonus. First transfer ubenya £5 bonus. Europe ubenya €5 bonus. US ubenya $10 a year bonus. Inti download the TapTapSend Play Store ni App Store na manisika ebre obusia for now for ni adofo ewo Ghana. Ejuma pasa me nkanche mo se unya artisans, styler, painter, plumber, steel bender, electrician, carpenter, auto repairs ni adia. Ejuma pa se me nkanche o se ko on website www.ejumapa.com and on contact number and our screens no ubetimi from o abruche o pese ye project bi wasenisika be fie sa manfo di usika now for ibusuafo ejuma pasefa project ne form so on be yama na chese ukọ na ukọ request ya on mepe obi na waye ujuma na ma baby project ne wo Ghana bia no trust ejuma pa insa no ejuma o pese usua IT course number 1 Slam Technologies. Slam Technologies show cyber security, any either IT programs. Slam Technologies, omu obi wa Ghana, sa so no omu obi nso wa USA. Unya Slam Technologies contact my numbers the good screens no from CCA na say kosua cyber security and other programs. Slam Technologies number 1. And I'm Concord play me be chain fa. Me ko America coding komo me ne Pat Kofi. Obi mi mo akwa aboko there.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean.
Fantastic. Who ain't for America?
So me were Dayton, Ohio. My show, and I don't think you've interviewed anyone from Dayton. At least.
Ohio there, Obeti, Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus,
Ohio.
Cincinnati, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Ohio there. Yeah, Ghana for hopper, meboa. Maybe I also say Ghana for.
Yeah, Dayton, Ghana for considerably. Just that into Columbus. and I end to Cincinnati. Columbus, was north. Cincinnati was south, and I dating Shannon Finfin. And Columbus is actually like an hour and 10 minutes from here. Cincinnati is also about an hour from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Anyway, Kofi Wabe joining and yeah, me sure so share nti had it. Yeah, dear. Isia dear wa ATM live nti Wabe joining and be there nti story from Ghana to America. Uja ho ache, ukosha America ache.
Oh, me bahanche. 2 days ago or so, and the 11th. So think 3 days ago was exactly my 3 years. I'm about and
Oh,
it's
3 years experience in America.
yeah.
Okay. And your story 3 years ago back in Ghana. You shall see in Ghana. I mean, life in Ghana now when he was Ghana, then now we are Ghana, we Jumebiana, school Biana said the your story and Sana Kunyani Ban say how the Kosha America.
Into Ghana, there predominantly I grew up in Weja or Kaswa, let me put it that way.
Okay.
Right after West Malls, area Bio Honor for broadcasting. Yeah. I lived there from 95 to like 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Nami papa ya Banjuma, so Hona Etina, yeah. Hona Miko school, Miko primary ni JSS, so West End International. And Kaswa Kwino, so. And they call Presec Legon. From Presec Legon. That time, now my papa be call retirement and my papa pension home e Kumasi. So I decided say then I'll go to university in Kumasi. So that was how I ended up in tech.
Okay.
And that was why I even met this friend who interviewed now me me. We were in the same class, we graduated the same day, and so yeah, that's a little background. See, you those on in Ghana same who we school unemployment is a predominant thing. A lot of people are unemployed after university. So me really university 2018.
Oko ready there or uni.
Me really chemistry 2018. So from there, national service, and then after national service, Misha CSME Juma, I was a tutor in the school. And COVID by. Was a COVID and so by, schools were closed. Into to school anymore, you don't have a job. You're out of business. You're not employed. So that time now my back cry. Me free Kumasi back cry. My best service was Winnie back cry. So COVID abaya to BBM and Koso. So and Accra had continuously seen like infections. They be a number near Koso. Inti na me wa Accra and say anamiti hana say me juma me spending my savings then I mean free her because some in wa expenses also high. Inti me call asin for su. Me a last born of 5 ti me na me sakra and me ano na me nua ba ku asin for su. Shout outs to him. He's very popular around Fosu, Dwasu area. Your friend Biggie. That's what they call him there, Biggie, because plum kakra. He honestly a teacher and he runs his business. Now see Accra, we've started a registered business and all of that, which we can talk about later. And Obi a teacher also COVID hitting, so on so about you on Chad. And me koye and only minua on worry at the time. Till today, crowd no kwani minua on worry, onu na midinechi. So it was easy for me to just show up at his house and say, oh, me and Kobe met now. Minua no maka no worry, but I want me just show up at a married man's house. Oh, baby, that. So yeah, we stayed there for a whole 1 year. Because juma, we chat. So with time, I realized say you are in the house, income is not necessarily coming because maybe job and I got laid off. I'm willing say be keep you to pay salary. Or no there he was on government payroll, so still not buying Chanika. But me coming from where I was, I realized that you are just at home who do savings, right? And yet sustainable. If you keep spending your savings, you are going to have zero one day. Besides, you don't know when the virus is going to go away. And in my mind, I'm like, this is not sustainable, so something must be done. And what I decided to do was that, oh, I know how to drive. Why don't I enter Uber or Bolt or something? That will bring some returns. So that time, so na me no ono wako Asia kakra, call Malaysia, Kwanenam ho, Alpha Dubai. So oninim, no oninim some car companies we are more shipping from Asia near there. So he was like, he knows a car company, he beat me in Toyota Vitz, and price near Binyano would be probably 8,000, 10,000 less than the market price, between like 8,000 to 10,000, 7,000 to 10,000, some range. I'm saying, okay, then let's buy it. So we bought it. The vehicle came. Obi Onim Toyota Vitz Bia knows that it's the Japanese equivalent of Yaris. It's literally the same thing. So we bought it. I've made lifelong friends from driving Uber in boats in Accra. Accra man driving and driving just 1 month. But it was very good from the start. Like me started here now. I think the average amount of money and me make a day 150 cedis. It's Kumasi. Kumasi na 150. Accra they now to me making more because Accra the city doesn't sleep. And I knew Accra better than Kumasi. Inti it was, Accra ne easy, but Kumasi me call, it was a little bit of a struggle. And ye areas ni nana full boats ni Uber.
Okay, nti Kumasi ko driving ko see saying nti finally no, and then they see here now the two kwan nti.
So I went to Kumasi, was driving, it was hard, but me try it. And during that time, I think that was when things were opening back up and other things. So in my mind, I wanted to do a master's at the time, but I never wanted to do a master's in Ghana. And the reasons were very simple. One, Ghana masters typically, if you are funding in him, mutual funding, say a scholarship or something, they are not readily available. Two, if you are while I go school, no into a program ni and sana, you come and look for job, and it's not like secure say there's a job, all of that. So I started looking into masters in the States, and before that, now me meets now me movie school no. I think now there's about almost graduating from KNUSC. That year group in Kwan, year be 20 near what I say. So a couple of them had already left or when you scholarships, they came. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a shot. So I applied, I looked for schools and did a whole bunch of research. And I found a school. It was fully funded. No school fees. A crowd was stipends. Uba, you bet. They put you in the lab. You instruct. Sophomore years and freshman years. When I bet your my dear and then they give you a stipend and your fees is free. Absolutely. So that was what brought me here in December of 2022. Until maybe I started, yeah. Until
Okay,
December.
yentie.
Until
So
December.
the school now you go room yentie.
Yeah, so December of 2022, I came maybe throughout December 9th, and I had a whole month rest because our school started January. Until I went there, I went to the campus, the school was there, it was nice. And Misha said me take classes, me chairman there, and media woman busy and that my graduate, I found a job, and all of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so far so good. Oko school, where we school, when you juma. So you see, then now we. Of
So
course, no, you also study na no juma now we and so you be
I
fufu.
know where you man me here. See, I'm here food safety and quality regulatory chemist. A food company be a friend of Cargill.
Mm.
Cargill processes so many raw materials. Even in Ghana, I think they outsource cocoa. Ahano, they have so many plants. Main plants, sweeteners, texturizers, corn syrups, and they're supposed to be of a certain quality. So, all chemists, your job is to make sure that it meets that quality. Into Uber testing, there are several parameters that you want to test. So, yeah, I got that job 2 months before I graduated, and then once I graduated, I just went there from there.
Wow. So 3 years in America, ain't here. So far, oko school, we school when you juma. America to say.
On the whole, for me, I would say it's good because Abuami, I've learned a lot. I've made friends. I've also had the opportunity to meet people and help them near there. So far it's been good. But um there there are so many downsides, you know, apart from the good sides. And me, for instance, Michelle show no, like those are some of the things I wanted to throw light on. Um,
Mm.
um, and it's no beyond any circumstance. So what I say, me say no because me buy here with those things. No, life was pretty comfortable. I mean, any too hard because waba will go school, yeah, about stipend and all of that. You'll be fine. But obi wɔ hɔ nso a ɔbɛba no that's not the story nti saa koraa obi wɔ koraa a ɔbɛba no ɔni sika a ɔde bɛtua ne fees so nti people go through a lot. People, you can get depressed. Me say sometimes it be kicking say I say you are getting depressed but you have to fight it and try to get out of it near the other. You can't just let it take over you near the and all of that. But for me overall, I think for me personally, me personal experience, yeah, it's been good. My personal experience has been good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because oko school no. Out me because more because kɔ school no ɔmo nkɔ nwi ana ɔmo nkɔ school no koraa na ɔmo divert so kɔpɛ sika ne adeɛ
Eh,
nti
Obi
we no
wɔ-
struggle
yeah,
but
those
wohwɛ mu kɔ school no wie no sɛ at least ɛna woka sɛ you are okay no.
yes, but you see, ọmọ ọbụ ọmụ high school no ebu enye ọmụ fault o.
Mm.
Obu ọhụ a wagye visa ọsị ọba school. Wontua fees na waba, right? Oni sika no nso.
So then also funding me come
Eh,
on scholarship Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So what?
scholarship there, then you don't. What are you running away for? It's a good opportunity for you. Just go. Huh. But on the average, you beyond in your scholarships. A depending program away. Mm-hmm. Program away maybe a school or near the say is there availability of money to fund your education, and what would the school get in return from you? You see, the system is such that they need something from you. It is There's nothing like free lunch. Me a chemistry program. The reason why a year highly funded, because a research program, a abodu nyansa paying mu. It is a they give you a research topic. They put you in the lab for 2 years. You are going to do solid research, and whatever you find from your research is for the institution. It's not your research. They keep it. So me buy professors or hobia ni the you select. Oh, me say na me yeah and my the make my son abstra, but obi onim chemistry bia nim ye me na me electrochemistry research. Yeah, they share heavy metals near there, lead, cadmium, poisoning near there, because there's been almost society, right now, America is very industrialized. So there's been reports of lead poisoning or cadmium poisoning. Able at chocolates be cry war market. So almost say almost chocolates need be in a lead room. That side of science is heavy research. Is being heavily explored to find out how they can figure those things out. Meaning friends, it be a drug discovery, it be a phytochemical analysis near the idea almost in drum near the. So no in Ghana ye mbu research. We don't fund research. Yeah, fund so what I say? We establish faculties with pen and paper because that's easy to establish. If you want to start a business school, you only need the facility, right? With a board and marker and pens and tables and chairs, and you can start a business school. But if you want to start a chemistry faculty, you don't just need the space. You need a space, you need chemicals, you need apparatus, you need the labs, you need to have all of that, and they're expensive. So the average politician in Ghana will not spend his money, will not invest in that, because your system is also such that not a lot of people are educated. Let me put it that way, to the level on be appreciating those things. Into politician obey a coin so that everybody sees the road. Oh, there's a road. Kweku menu a one ko school or asimesi adwa mansa a one ko school who kwan on him say o kwan ni a politician na ye, right? But ako catch obi a one ko school say must spend $7,000 me de fund heavy metal researcher or no sadie no make sense bi ama no. So what you say? But hano is it's a big deal. They invest in it. Me buy me first summer university new awarded me a whole research grant. Say, oh, research ya we ye who so born home summer, typically summer yenko school, right? So but ye pese still oba lab no na research na we no obeto aso. Enti ye discover we mount. And it was at the time, there is cow on me $7,000. Jkeke fashion obotum na be research no. Uhia reagents are there's a fund professor now we research on us no. The professor is allocated some amount of money. Sikano. The professor does not have direct access to the funds, say, or the koto or no any personal BB, but uhia BB for the lab. Obet me a use our funds, to buy whatever reagent or whatever it is, procure it for you to just do your research. So it is big deal over here because
The program now quiet no where we when you juma nti hyehyɛ te sɛn aban ne
Oh,
na funding nti sɛ wotena mu saa na
oh,
woyɛ juma
there
wɔ
be.
ana sɛ nhyehyɛ te sɛ na wo time a ɔmama wo sɛ bia woyɛ so we stay for a while and I said the nhyehyɛ te sɛn
Oh, there be. Who was school? No, na say the funding or in free abandon, no, the funding actually comes from the school. It's not from the government. And while I was school, no, over try the and that's a return at school no from you because nursing for take chemistry, engineers be take chemistry. Chemistry is like a central science, and chemical engineers, even some mechanical engineers take it over here. I've even seen computer science students in my class every semester. And I'm about an average of 60 students a year. My class name obviously predominantly abrofo. Ebi a who ebi before baku mienu bi. I even met a Ghanaian guy I know or my class I'm a and we've become lifelong friends. Or by a name him say tree crowd on TV. But me share ni din na akwe din so ye Ghana din o. So we was no what tree. Then he spoke and was like, oh, I can't cross all tree or near us. So the school gets that in return from you. Ubetra there while you are in the program. Who we are jobs in there. You just have to apply and try to find it. One thing it says say free Ghanaian system ni baha be masters na ebu a wohwehwe adwuma a little hard kakra. Emu edin kakra but o pempempem a obenye bi. Ebia adwuma obenya no na a new state why or another state and you have to travel and go and do the job or but at the long run you find a job typically.
wow. Okay, so aside the work can you work with school when you juma apart from a juma bueno America assisting na wo ho no emuti saying many bi mo ka say obi an any experience bi mo so juma no de wenye bi ye and so face challenges we say also
Challenges are here. Life challenges, work challenges. I don't even know where to actually start from. Or how much. Sometimes I go to work overnight. Until let me put it around this time. Yeah, let me show be guy back who I think he's married to an African American and all of that. And he was talking, and there are challenges. There's what and other people might refer to as systemic racism. In order for Obibini to be given the same opportunity at Debema Ogronino, typically Obibinino must be maybe 2-3 times better than Obronino. So when you are pie befanija. Sadia obey no no subit equally they will give that person that opportunity. Yeah, foul. So typically I say oh yeah a step or two ahead of them. Time I tried no Nkwala no cry, some of them have their own perception about Africans and they don't even know where a lot of them think Africa is one whole continent. Onim Ghana, onim Bibia, we a confident black person and we instruct you on one. Abrofuni be or to see a white person instruct them like that, it's a problem to them. Me time I'm a child you obi ko report me. And the university keeps the identity of whoever makes a report anonymous. So everything the nipo can idea me. Obi ko can say me trauma dia na say a lab setting. So yeah, well lab the experiment and I tell you what to do. Put this here, do that, Or say me na momu na say omujina hwa. When I get there, I push them. I don't say excuse me or anything. Me push no. So what I say. And facilities here, facility, baby, or cameras, but the school can go and check and look, and
Mm.
it's the only thing they say me say there's evidence say me yes sir, and the person didn't have proof say me yes sir. A whole lot. American students feel very entitled because yeah, American students feel entitled. They have a system that works for them, and no matter what, a very hard say normal enku man. Let me put it that way. So omono or feeling like or want you chrome, and let me put it that way. While of course we want school or be okay. So and the way they do their things lets them feel the way. And I'll give you a classical example. So call University of Ghana, the dean or the provost or whoever is those big people in the universities, you don't see them. Me call tech 4 years. I saw our vice chancellor just once or whatever. Be a graduation be. Our office was campus crowd. The office no, it was sure your dean is or upstairs or bar security dinner or go upstairs. So what I say? So the dean is so many. It's like dean no nyɛ wo koi or anything like that. You're nowhere shape or form close to the dean. In America, it's the reverse. Yang baby I go school no dean no office. Our ground floor and it's the first office from the entrance of the building. Enti say students be feel say instructor be obi any BBI or just they just walk to the dean's office to say dean me and a friend. No, I call report it. That system is there.
Oh, in all before major honor traveling to America, going to school near there, getting a job, Abrabono, we okay. Life no, the ocean and now Osaka no.
To some level, yes. To some level, no. And I'll
I
tell
don't
you.
know yes and no.
Oh, say oh Baha. Oh yeah. Young guy, oh bah. Typically your goal is let me work, make money, and things like that, right? But after you get that, then the other things begin to wonder. Social life is one. Is this a place you even want to stay for the rest of your life? Personally, me, I don't want to live here for the rest of my life. Me,
Adetia. So when
oh,
you juma ya Ghana now so when you juma be na usunia we school juma ni okoye we ni ade say we to kwa akọ school we when you juma ya nti ade na e fe de o trim na say scan na ope.
and Hona maker says, so ubenya sikani ria afe no. You are then you begin to realize that money is not everything.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job, then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
Yes.
Sir.
Sikane de obenya. As long as you're hardworking, upa delivery na so ya 2 cars is ya snow at top. Ewiemu ayenu obi be order aduane ana bibi sisia. So if the goal is money, you get money. That's what money you get it. Decent amount. Obey.
I don't know the own person also on channel. Reason here then.
Several other life reasons, social reasons, family. Warrior, is this even a good place to want to raise your kids for them to become Americanized. Let me put it that way. Have the mentality that these American kids have. A lot of them are Americans. I can confidently say so. We 10 Americans are, emu 7 and 8 yeah, recreational users of drugs or some sort. I have we a normal I say. Utimiko College campus, you see, no smoking. So now these kids are smoking their life away. So what I say. So we are Ghana near ya tell you came out from a strong home background. Those things begin to, click on your mind. So
Nti wo say no enya ade bia wa ware wo ho wo mba bi wo ho.
me worry,
Yeah.
me worry, and even dating no crown so yeah, a whole new thing. To say dynamic as an Andra be who's a guy be also or Atlanta or worry African American on then and all of that. I'm like, wow, this guy is really trying because African American omu ye very different from you. Omu how ye different. Omu priorities ye different.
Nti based on the wako hu wo na nya ade a wo be ware wo ho ana se bibisa mbe se meti ase because many muso ka say mother chinti so un say go for the file up ni ba ko hosa ko fa ni family akọ ni ade wo so wo ho no yes the so ka say the wako hu wo no wo be say wo no wo be nya wo family wo Ghana ana wo be say wo betena Ghana ana wo be say wo matra ana they said
At Semenya, honestly, Semenya nka me babeko school or Ghana all the way to maybe a high school nanka university wabeyoha. Your high school system ni better to me. Your high school system ni better chain or more high school system. Set me my trade and one me try my no or move free high school no more. So I know their level of understanding matter. Ghana ni akwala beti ni 10 obetra America ni akwala be 100 times still not tears yet because almost fundamentals or high school ni a week intermediate anka menya anka me babeko high school kra ni stanyoma na Ghana sana university ni de omo beating in a sense say facilities were ho and no crowd they don't beat us because omo adwin so good chain you. I don't know. Yes, you will be your students are good, but it's the gap between availability of resources now and one a problem. If we have those same resources in Africa, people will be doing very marvelous things. But we don't have that, unfortunately. Inti no. Omudi beating omutimi yen hwehwemu they get exposed. Akola Ewo University first year they throw them into a research group. Enti Andrew fourth year no or research experience where yen yoma yes we need.
And then also ntena mu nche na wo ka bibi. Also nti wo be betena Ghana.
Media menyanka me to say lady now interview a queer the farmer. At some point, is that me sure yes, at some point. And Nyami, you see, it's so many experiences that shape up our decision. I'll tell you the story. How am I boat to Ghana? I met a man called George Vincent Gordon. May his soul rest in peace. No, you're African American. Wabe Tna Cape Coast. I mean, I didn't say all my boat story, but I basically drove in Accra, drove in Kumasi, and me could drive or Cape Coast. Cape Coast was the last city I may drive here. And my second day driving, I me see African American. Cape Coast African Americans were hopa. No. We're relocated over Philadelphia. Now we're this 77, I think, at the time. We're two free Philadelphia, bet na Cape Coast. No, Odini pension pay or just enjoying life and all of that. So we used to have conversations or briefing me about America. The system can trap you. Was credits, bit me trap you. It's the systemic racism. It's a place where you're always going to work. And he used to tell me all of that. na asamba kwa papa ni ka kire me ansa na ofiri mu ni say me ba ha me nhwe na manka krom hada. I should make sure say me returning. Papa ni we I think 3 weeks ago kra me ko shia ne ba ni shia ne da. Ena me call baby omu sie no. Omo de ne ba America no mu obewu ye no mu sie no. So me call ho ko shia ne busuafo me shia ne nananom ne ade na me ne omu kasa ye ne ade. He was a good man and obekre onyomeni so don't obekatro ubetimi as a young person there ejuma betimi keep you high and it's good you can make all the good money but udru to say 50s 60s mu ho corner per my personal way there I wouldn't want
so there only 50s mu corner na obewet na Ghana
50s that time what ejuma where your business has kicked in or something it will be easy for you to relocate. It will be easy. Sabi sanke juma we crew muni adia kobi amaha. Honestly. Okay, you won't come here to start with. So circumstances na keep you
anyway, Papa Kofi me da say so be share your experience. We wish you all the best. O mo pesa uchi o na minja o. Ma me show so me da say.
Me pesa me chia me nua panyi Kweku ando Kweku Danso ando Papa Biggie or Asimfosu he's very popular there. I want to say hello to my parents for seeing a Wobo and my Anthony ando almost Kumase Medoma. And basically if there's any KNUST mates or be our video or anything, I would just want to say hello to them. And Michawa Shefon wait for you now.
Nice one, Papa Kofi Mida. I saw me passing through SVTV Africa, so straight from the US on daily, also worldwide. Doing an internet, and then I was free mo. But then I saw by Obian the story, Obian the experience. But so by me showing this, my numbers the good screen, so the so bit me WhatsApp and I said your voice. So if I'm DJ Nyame, share videos, you know, and subscribe to your channel too. Akramo.
Young penny for baby say, if you are seeing her, obi ni ma obi che. Why na chill? So we pay IT. We de wonye. So we pay support. Slam Technology say your number one partner. Your office will US in your office will Ghana so your numbers ni kuhono. So we share IT classes. We share career coaching. We share support for business cyber security. Free na your partner. Yaba wow. Slam Technologies, transformation with excellence. Free is baby,